Effects of long-term oxygen deprivation on the brain are known, and some sound reminiscent of the general rise of stupidity in the industrialized world. Let me show you the effects of having less oxygen.
We'll go ahead and start this demonstration here.
Okay, we're recording everything.
Swim, little mermaid, with your sword of truth. It's time to pierce the sky. Today I woke up in a rage to find this life, this world is just a stage. Only the truth will set us free. To find this life, this world is just a stage. Only the truth will set us free. So it's time for you to wake up just like me. Swim, little mermaid. Sink or swim right up and look 'em in the eye. So swim, little mermaid, with the sword of truth. It's time to pierce the sky. With your sword of truth, it's time to pierce the sky. With your sword of truth, it's time to pierce the sky.
It's Dr. O'Reilly showing a sample of salt treatment on a plaque sample under the microscope, and we've got a couple of amoeba in this sample also that I'm pointing out with the arrows. And what's happening here is the salt's starting to come into the area with this little channel that's burrowing through the plaque. This whole area is a plaque. What we're watching though is these two amoebas. What's going to happen to these two amoebas that are going to be affected by the salt coming as it comes through. So here's the main one we're looking at, and you'll start seeing it start to shrink right about now. It's just starting to shrink a little bit. That's because the salt is starting to affect it as it's flowing by it. So here we have the main event, and it's shrinking now pretty noticeably. It's going to continue to shrink until it's dead and the salt is penetrated through it. You start to see the salt start to come in also around the the plaque areas around the amoebas, little salt deposits. Look at that amoeba starting to shrink more and more. And we just continue to watch this process as it unfolds. A little bit more, you can start to see the salt actually coming into the outside of the amoeba itself. Also this one up top here as well. So this one's basically dead now. You see the salt layer or incrustation around it. This is a pretty dramatic example of what happens with salt and these critters, these amoeba and bacteria underneath your gums that are causing you gum problems, inflammation, bleeding, and loose teeth eventually. So here it is. The amoeba is totally dead and the salt's been penetrated through it, and it's pretty obvious what's happening in the field also with all these salt deposits. So this is Dr. O'Reilly with a great example of salt and what it does, what it can do inside of your mouth. Thank you.
That is a mycelium. coryza, snot, polyps in the nose, also mycelium. To protect the ears from the fungus, the body secretes sulfur. People even said that if you do not clean your ears, mushrooms will grow in it, so it means that there were cases. Bloating of the stomach is a mildew in the guts. It is also mycelium.
What happened to you? Oh, hi. Joe Clarendon. Call me Beaver. Rick McCarthy here had a bad night in the woods. Welcome. Is that frostbite?
Well, I get the same thing from peanuts. It's allergy.
It's silicon fungus, external manifestation of mycelium in the body of the carrier.
Rick ate some berries in the woods.
Oh, no.
You know what I think? I think you need to lie down and take you a little nap.
I bet you're right. Thank you for taking me in. Thank you both.
Mycelium of the intestine constantly forces to eat a lot, inflicting the mind to get the raw materials. She evokes the desire. A hallucination of the images of those products that she wants the carrier to eat causes hallucination with active salivation. And punishes for disobedience, for conscious refusal, abstinence.
Candida is a type of fungi, a single-celled member of the yeast family. Where did it come from? Was it carried over on a boat from Africa? Or did it come from livestock? Actually, no. Candida is a natural resident of your digestive tract, along with 25 trillion other bacteria, some good and some bad. So long as the balance stays in order, which scientists say now is 80% good bacteria to 20% bad, your digestive and immune systems will continue. Let's take a look at that picture again. These are
Ton pseudopode à gauche et puis l'endoplasme ici à droite. Alors, vous voyez le noyau tout là-haut et vous voyez qu'elle s'est nourrie d'une vingtaine de globules blancs la veille. Alors, elle est complètement repue, elle a bien mangé, elle a mangé tous les globules blancs qui, normalement, devrait nous défendre. Et puis là, ben, il reste du globule blanc que les enzymes qui vont être délestées sur les fibres et l'os sous-jacent pour aller les détruire. Alors, on va bien les traîner. On va bien ici confirmer à fort grossissement, 1000x, pour nous assurer que c'est bien une amibe. Elles se déplacent un tout petit peu. Parfois, elles sont plus rapides, parfois plus lentes. Elles dorment, elles vivent, elles font les bébés et puis elles mangent. Alors voilà, c'est un petit être vivant qui se balade là. Aussi, alors ici, vous avez un énorme trichomonas, c'est un peu monstrueux avec son noyau au centre. Vous allez voir les flagelles, 4 flagelles qui apparaissent en haut à gauche, soudainement. 4 flagelles qui lui permettent de se nourrir. Voilà. Et puis, vous avez un petit trichomonas à droite, la forme habituellement normale. C'est là vraiment particulièrement énorme, peut-être une autre sorte. Il y a différentes sortes de trichomonas. Alors, regardez les trichomonas, ça fait une maladie vraiment plus agressive. Si vous avez trichomonas et amibe en même temps, c'est vraiment très agressif.
Alors l'amibia, c'est une parasito-digestive qui est due à des parasites qui sont spécifiques de l'homme. Et donc l'amibia, elle a une forme digestive qui est sans caractère de gravité, mais elle peut se présenter sous une forme tissulaire, donc qu'on appelle l'amibiase hépatique, parce que c'est le foie qui est le plus touché, donc l'amibiase hépatique, et qui, elle, est grave et qui est responsable d'un taux de mortalité dans le monde qui est relativement important, puisque c'est la 3e parasitose responsable de morbidité dans le monde, et ça tue environ 50 000 à 100 000 personnes par an. Les amibes, c'est une grande famille. Le parasite mature se retrouve au niveau du tube digestif de l'homme et sous une forme de résistance qu'on appelle des kystes. Donc ils sont résistants dans l'environnement et qui sont éliminés dans l'environnement avec les selles au moment de l'émission des selles par l'homme. Et donc ce sont ces formes kystiques qui sont résistantes dans l'environnement, qui vont contaminer les sols, qui vont contaminer l'eau, et donc la contamination d'autres personnes va se faire par contact, alors soit en buvant de l'eau, soit en touchant le sol, en manipulant le sol, par exemple en faisant du jardinage et ensuite en portant les mains à la bouche, soit en ingérant des légumes, des végétaux qui étaient en contact avec des sols contaminés et qui n'ont pas été suffisamment lavés, non cuits.
Là-haut, et vous voyez qu'elle s'est nourrie d'une vingtaine de globules blancs.
Au sein du tube digestif, une partie des parasites peut pénétrer plus profondément dans les tissus Et le tissu de prédilection, c'est le foie, donc elles vont migrer, ces formes végétatives du parasite vont migrer au niveau du foie, principalement, c'est l'organe de prédilection, mais ça peut aussi atteindre d'autres organes, comme par exemple le cerveau ou le poumon. Histolytica, bon, s'il a une forme digestive, on ne peut pas exclure que certains parasites sont en train de migrer pour aller donner une forme tissulaire. Donc il est important en fait d'associer, pour bien conduire le traitement, il est important d'associer les deux molécules.
Effectiveness. I'm sorry, there's no easy way to say this, but your condition really is very serious. You won't realise this at the moment, but you're in a coma.
Coma?
Yes. I first diagnosed symptomless coma 3 years ago, and since then, the number of cases has been steadily increasing.
You've got a headache.
Very characteristic of the early stages. Obviously, parents in particular have a lot of difficulty coming to terms with symptomless coma.
I think you'd like to be right, Mum.
What?
I want to get out, Mum.
He's asking us to leave him alone. They get very tired. He doesn't want to get out. But no, he wants us to go. He wants to get better.
No.
Yes, I think we'd better go before he gets upset. Well, couldn't we just... I'm afraid his mind has become Fondre himself, Mr. Husband.
No.
My best things. Take care.
Bye-bye. See you soon.
Oh.
Bye-bye. Nurse, could you double the benzodiazepine, please? To watch a patient in a state of unavoidable decline runs against every instinct I have. When the dreadful day comes, I try and make things as easy as possible for the family. Even then, their hopes can be very unrealistic.
Oh, did he feel that?
No, he didn't. I'm afraid it was just a reaction.
But you moved. I'm sure he felt something, didn't he?
If he felt anything, I'm afraid it would only have been excruciating pain. Sadly, there's no likelihood of a cure in the foreseeable future. I hope that one day there will be a cure. But until that day, many more young people are going to die. And I'll have to do this job again and again